One is I'm really excited about this unwant situation. I'm just really enjoying myself about unwant, Ron. So if you are not caught up with our series this week, you want to catch up. So you want to go back and watch the replay from Monday and watch the replay from yesterday. So unwant, I was breaking it down yesterday, the definition, right? Because I said I went to the dictionary. When I put in unwant, it was like not found it. No word. There's no word unwant. So I was like, okay, I done made up a word, unwant. And so what I want us to focus on, what I invite us to focus on is the prefix un, right? And so yes, un means not, but it also means release. It means release. A reversal of some station or action. A reversal of some state, not station. A reversal of some state or action. And so the invitation in Unwant is to release our state of consciousness from the frequency of wanting. The frequency of wanting, because wanting begets more wanting. That's all it does. Wanting begets more wanting. And that just creates space, a gap, separation, limitation, right? And so yesterday we were talking about how, right? Someone asked the question Monday, how do I get what I want? And I answered it yesterday with the how is none of your business. The how is God's business. And so what you can do is stay in your lane, right? And let God do what God does. Let God do what God does, right? And we can so look at so many examples in our lives of how it came into being beyond what we imagined it could be, right? When we get ourselves out of the way, right? We are in the experience of who we are, right? I think yesterday I said something like, I don't want to experience what I want. I want to experience who I am. And every time I said, I get like chills. I don't want to experience what I want. I want to experience who I am, right? And we have all declared who we are. And we've been working with that all year long, right? All year long. I am joy. Sekou, I am abundance. Lindsay, I am kindness, right? We have all declared who we are all year long. Now, do you want to figure out how that's going to happen? I don't. I have messed around in there and it was a hot mess. And it's not always, but sometimes it's a hot mess, right? And sometimes I have this lingering feeling, right? You ever have the experience of knowing that there's more, but you just can't get yourself out the way. You just can't get yourself out the way. Your ego, your limiting beliefs, you just can't get it out the way. And so you get what you get, right? Based on your mental equivalent, based on what you are allowing to flow through, right? Yes, Lindsay, I see you. Yes, let's let go of wanting and replace it with flowing. So much more fun. Isn't it? Isn't it though? Isn't it though? So yes, unwant. So I was doing my spiritual practice this morning, and sometimes I get the download, or my intuition is like on like blast, and my intuition was on blast this morning for Psalms 23, very popular verse in the Bible, very popular Psalms. And I said, okay, I know it by heart. I said, well, okay, I'm going to go and get my Bible and act like I don't know it. So I did that. And what's the first verse in Psalms 23? The Lord is my shepherd. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. I shall not want. Right? Right there in black and white. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. So what does the shepherd do? The shepherd leads the way, right? The shepherd protects. The shepherd guides, right? The sheep want for nothing because the shepherd's there, right? So I shall not want. I shall not want. It's very powerful to sit in the meditation of that. Just that one verse. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. So that was my meditation this morning, and it was delicious. It was delicious. So yesterday, towards the end of SIP, someone, I think it was you, Ron, put into the comments, what we want may be totally wrong for us, right? And so I said I was going to answer that question today. And then I realized, well, that's not really a question. What we want may be totally wrong for us. It's more a statement. So I'm going to turn it. What we want is not always what we need. Oh, you switch it up now, Ron. You switch it up. But we're going to go with, we're going to both have the same answer. Both have the same answer, right? So what if what we get is totally wrong for us? Or what if what we get, we don't need, right? Based on what you just put into the comments, right? That's interesting to me because it's one of those, it's a what's the word? I can't think of the word. But ultimately, this is what it is, right? What if we get what we want and it's totally wrong for us? Is that possible? To get what you want and it be totally wrong for you. Is that possible? Some say yes. Some say no. Some say, I don't know. I don't know. Right? So this is my perspective, right? I'm just offering my perspective. I could think about many experiences in my life where I got what I thought I wanted, and the experience I had of it was wrong. I judged it as wrong as I was going through it, right? If I step back from myself, and usually some time has gone by where I'm not in the full-blown emotion of it, I could have the perspective that this was for my highest good. Takes a lot of deep breathing. This thing that hurt me so bad, this experience that brought me to my knees, was for my highest good? I don't think so. But guess what? It is. Because 100% of the time, I learned something from it. 100% of the time, I received something from that experience that I wasn't even conscious of needing. I wasn't conscious that that was what I needed, not what I wanted, what I needed, right? So this is the dynamic that I want us to, every time I say want now, I'm like, want? No, we don't want. This is what I would like for us to consider, right? What we're really talking about is a law. And the law that we're talking about is the law of cause and effect. So when we get what we want and we think that it's totally wrong for us, we are focused on the effect. We're focused on the form of it, right? We're focused on, let me give an example. Relationships, right? I think most of us can relate to relationships. So I want a relationship. Let's just say that I want a relationship. That's what I want. I want to be in a relationship, right? At the level of cause, what's at the level of cause? Our subconscious mind, our subjective is at the level of cause. All of our beliefs, all of our habits are at the level of cause. All of our memories, all of that is part of the creative process, right? I want a relationship, right? Part of my limiting belief is I am not worthy, right? Or I am not lovable, or I am not enough, or I am not safe. It's usually one of those four, right? I want a relationship. And I go out and I get me one, right? And it is wrong for me. That relationship is wrong for me. But is it really? Is it really? I have co-created a relationship based on my level of cause, based on cause. And it got outpictured exactly what was necessary for me to experience. Because what's that level of cause, Ron is saying untrue, what's that level of cause is how we create. It's part of our creative process. So I could spend all my time focused on this person being the wrong person that I'm in a relationship with. That's just the effect. That is the form. That is the form. Or I could go to the level of cause, right? Address, work on, heal the hurt and the pain of believing that I am not enough. Get that cleaned up, right, in my subconscious, so that I could have an experience of a relationship based on me knowing who I am as worthy. Do y'all get that? So looking at what's wrong is a distraction from looking at the root. Let me put it that way. The root. Go back to the root. Looking at what's wrong with all of these experiences that we have. The common denominator is you. Let's look at ourselves. Look at the root. Look at what we believe about ourselves. Look at who we say we are. Is that in alignment with this relationship that you desire? A loving relationship, a relationship that supports your spiritual growth. If you are still in the well of unworthiness, your experience will support healing that. Every relationship will support healing that. And if that's the case, and I say that it is, then it's not wrong. It's what you need. And I know that might be unacceptable to some to take in. And I get it. I get it. I see you, Ron. I want what's best for me. Yes. We all want what's best for us, don't we? But do you believe that? You could want it, but do you believe it? Do you trust that everything that happens for your highest good, happens for your best, happens for your learning and your growing? Do you believe that? Do you trust that? Do you have faith in that? It's a challenging one. It's a challenging one. So we could step away from judging it as wrong or right, which is also challenging to do, right? I go straight there. Is this wrong or right? Right? But if I could take a sacred pause over and over again and see it from a higher perspective, then I can say, this too is for my highest good. And sometimes, just recently, when I shared with you all about my experience with taking that job, right? Through the tears, I could say, this is for my highest good. Does it hurt? Oh, yes, it hurts. But I know that it's for my highest good. What am I learning? What am I learning about myself? Right? It's not about anybody else. It's about you. It's about you. So the law of cause and effect is what I am inviting you to take in instead of judging if it's right or wrong. Cause and effect instead of right or wrong. Go back to the root. Go back to the root. That which you are judging wrong is just an outpicturing of what's going on all up in here. Okay? So I want to share something with you. Oh, okay. I've been getting a little long these couple of days because I'm just loving this Unwant. But I want to share this with you. It's from Science of Mind, page 475, if you want to check it out later. Ernest says this, and I love when he puts stuff in capital letters. He says, let us make this plain. If one is not attracting good into his life, there is something wrong with his unconscious thinking. The subjective state of his thought is wrong. As the subjective state of his thought continues, the sum total of his belief. It is his habitual attitude towards life and living. This inner thought content is the sole medium between the absolute and the relative, between causes and conditions. Habits, your habitual thinking is at the level of cause. That will get outpictured in the effect and form. You can judge it if you want to. It won't change anything. Judging it as right or wrong. We want to get to the root. What is the pattern of your thinking about your life, about who you are? All right. So that's where we are. We're with Unwant. What is your habitual attitude towards your life and what you experience is the question that I'm leaving you with today. Is it this too must be for my highest good? This too must be for my highest good. I may not be able to know what that is right now because I'm in so much pain. I am so angry. I am so upset. I am so frustrated. I am so disappointed. Yet, this too must be for my highest good. And I'm open to receiving it. That's my prayer, y'all. I say that prayer. All right. All right. So we're going to continue with Unwant. We'll continue with Unwant. We got a couple of minutes. Let me check in with Sekou. I've been pushing it.
Yeah, we've been pushing it. Yeah. So I don't really have a lot to say. Just that what you talked about today is challenging. It takes practice. You have to practice saying, yes, this thing that happened was awful, but I know it's for my highest good. You got to practice that because that's not the knee jerk. That's not the knee-jerk reaction, is it? So you got to practice that. And maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. You know, it's not. Oh, you know what? One more thing. When I was on my run this morning, I was listening to my motivational things, and this guy said, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, but it doesn't happen automatically. It doesn't automatically make you stronger. You have to reach for it. And so when something challenging happens to you and it involves someone else, and you get caught up in blame and pointing the finger and talking about what shoulda, coulda, woulda, then you don't get stronger because you're keeping yourself in a space of victimhood. So in the process of saying, yeah, this is for my highest good, you're also claiming your strength, the strength that can come out of that experience.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Lindsay asks, have you made your goal? Sekou, I think she's asking you, have you made your goal? Where are you?
No.
Not yet.
Not yet. Congratulations to you, Melissa, for reaching your goal. We are down to $350. $350 to be raised by Saturday. So it's with the final stretch. We're talking about little small money now. We were at 5,000 at some point. Now we're at $350. So I feel relatively confident that we can make that happen between now and Saturday. So if you're interested in giving, you know the website, SekouWrites.com. We're doing a 10 for 10. We're doing whatever you want to do, but we're going to get to our goal by Saturday. And Saturday is the 4th annual Hoodies for the Homeless event. I'm next.
That's right.
I'll take it. I'm next. Let's go.
That's right. Let's go. Let's affirm that it is done. This or something better. Yes, it is happening. It is happening. Yes. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. All right, everybody. Peace and blessings. Peace and justice. We're living life in joy, connected to our yes.